Hello, Times Crossword, 30 minutes, let's go. Abject circle in mining disturbed over evidence of debts. Well, evidence of debts are normally IOUs. Abject looks like the definition. Circle could be O. In mining disturbed, anagram of mining to make ignominious, which is abject. Judge introducing this writer's form of jazz. Wow, this writer could be I or I'm. Form of jazz. And judge, what could a judge be in 2 letters? It's just J for judge. Introducing this writer. This writer's is I have, and jive is a type of jazz. Carrying out of extreme sentence. Gosh, don't know. She succeeds in a woman's current arts, we hear. I feel that this could be a reference to a lady heiress, so could it be inheritrix? Yeah, I think it is. Because the tricks bit, I think, is a reference to arts. Arts could be tricks, and we hear means it sounds like tricks, but it's spelt differently. Woman's. She succeeds is the definition. In could be in. A woman's, her. Current, this is I, the symbol for current, and then arts as explained. Type of songbird, increasing around west. Yeah, this is waxwing, which is a songbird. Increasing is waxing, as in waxing and waning, around west, W for west. Scottish citizens, unfortunate gag in Wales. This looks like an anagram of gag in Wales. And it means a Scottish citizen. Well, that's a Glaswegian, an inhabitant of Glasgow in Scotland. Ultimately running, ultimately ruining, well, that could be the letter G. Dinner, fibre, and cartilage. Yeah, this is gristle. So ultimately running dinner means the ultimate letters in ruining and dinner, G and R. Fibre is istle, and cartilage is, well, gristle is cartilage. Senior officers broadcast on head of clan and escort. Wow, I feel it begins air because air is a synonym for broadcast. Could this be Air Chief Marshal? That sounds like a senior military person. So, senior officer, Air Chief Marshal, broadcast air on head of clan. Head of clan is a chief, and an escort is a marshal, so that works. Reportedly publicise. This is heirloom. Reportedly is this old trick of a word sounding like something but being spelt differently. So publicise is air, as in AIR, but reportedly, well, HEIR in this word is pronounced air. A weaving machine is a loom, and something long in the family is an heirloom. Mature insect is an imago. In yours truly's, I am. Past is ago. A blow for the party. A blow is a bash, and a party is a bash, so double definition. Hebrew prophet is Nahum. Some mourn are humble means some of the letters of mourn are humble, and there you can see them, Nahum, and Hebrew prophet Nahum is a prophet in the Old Testament. Quantity looks like amount. Army doctor, injected into relative. MO is a medical officer, and a relative is an aunt. Carrying out of extreme sentence. This is, well, is execute. Is it ing or on? We'll leave that for the moment. Carrying out of extreme sentence. Yeah, I think this is double definition. If you carry something out, you execute it, and an extreme sentence, well, execution is an extreme sentence. It still could end ng, but I think on is more likely. Greek character leaves wine being not in favour. So Chianti is the wine, Greek character is chi, chi. So Chianti without chi leaves anti. And if you're not in favour, you're anti. English youth cutting borders in Florida marshes. Well, I feel this has to be Everglades, Florida marshes. English, E. Youth, lad, cutting borders, cutting verges. Exaggerated, looks like it begins over. About court order and set up computer link. Don't know. Fellow outside acknowledges wife an oppidan. Now, is an oppidan somebody who lives in a town or a country? So this could be countryman. I feel it ends man. Let me see if I can figure this out. Fellow outside acknowledges wife. This doesn't seem to work at all. Fellow outside acknowledges, well, this could be hopelessly wrong. Let's see if 18 can give a different letter. Onset of weariness, this looks, I'm getting rid of countryman in its current form. Because wife usually indicates the letter W, and 18 down, onset of weariness indicates the letter W. So, I wonder if this is townswoman. So let's have another go at 17. Fellow outside acknowledges is owns. Wife is W. And yeah, so fellow is Tom, outside owns W, and then Anne is Anne, and an oppidan is a townswoman, and that might be Cambridge or Oxford University slang. So 18 down, onset of weariness, W, strikes, a French religious festival. A French is often UN, French for un. Strikes, yes, and it is. Strikes is hits, UN, and Whitsun is a religious festival. Shrub in French art, well, ES is French for art. One less colourful, yeah, this is going to be espalier. And espalier is a shrub. French art, ES, one less colourful. One is I, and less colourful is paler on the outside of I. Lofty dwelling, I wonder if this is eyrie, an eagle's nest. Identified by detective crossing Rhode Island. Yeah, a detective is I, as in private eye, and RI is the abbreviation for Rhode Island. Airman, often is pilot officer, has change of heart, becoming kingpin. Okay, well in this case, airman is just pilot. Change of heart means change its middle letter to something else. In this case, V, becoming a kingpin. Well, a pivot is a kingpin. Intrepid bachelor leaving for party. Yeah, this is brave. Intrepid is brave. Bachelor is B, the abbreviation, leaving. And what you're left with is rave, which is a party. Old friend keeping aquatic bird outside. Yeah, this is externally. So old friend is an ex-ally, keeping aquatic bird, keeping turn, and then externally means outside. Fellow pupils, well, that's going to be school something. Swimming group, well, a school is a school of fish, so that's a swimming group, taking winning position. Fellow pupils, schoolmate, winning position. Yeah, winning position. Mate is a winning position in chess. New phrase in old record kept by Napoleonic Marshal. Well, the Napoleonic Marshal is NEY. New phrase. I wonder if this is just neology. Doesn't feel quite right. In old record, O is the letter O. Sorry, old is the letter O, an abbreviation. Record is log. Inside the Napoleonic Marshal, inside nay. So neology must be a new phrase. I think neologism is a more familiar word. Neat woman's brief description. Well, this looks like oxalic. Neat is an old word for a cow or an ox, and woman is Alice. Brief means without her last letter, and description of a certain acid, well, oxalic is an acid. Eminent conservative involved in a medical upset. Well, that looks like an anagram of C for conservative and A medical, and it means eminent. CA medical meaning eminent, acclaimed. Does that work? Yeah, there are two C's. So 20 across. Intimidate, learner in loose hood. So to intimidate is to cow. Learner is L, as in learner driver. And a loose hood, well, a cowl is a loose hood. And that W looks like a pretty useful letter. Exaggerated. Well, could this be... Yeah, this has got to be overwritten, I think. So exaggerated, overwritten. Okay, let me pause on that. Court order is going to be writ. So what's left is over and 10. Well, I'm not totally sure about that. Let me have a look at 27 across first. Defrauded, teacher is done. Easily at first is E, and done is defrauded, as in dilled. So the grid's complete. There's only 13 down, which looks correct, but 13 minutes on the clock. So let me just see if I can fully explain 13 down. Okay, about is exaggerated, I think, is overwritten. About is over. Court order is writ. Set up computer link. A net must be a computer link, maybe short for network. I don't know, but that's close enough for me. I'm pretty sure that's correct. So, yeah, no empty cells, nothing to explain. Submit. Submit. Hope and pray. No errors. Fantastic. Wow, what fun. That was absolutely tremendous fun. And I got off to a good start and it just flowed. I don't think there were any stages where I really got bogged down. There were a couple of clues which took me a little while to understand, but I think I got there in the end for all of them. So absolutely super fun and beautiful, beautiful puzzle. And we're so fortunate to be able to have 6 of these puzzles every week. So absolutely marvellous stuff. In terms of the snitch, I would say this probably was on the easier side, so maybe in the 60s or 70s, but great fun nonetheless. Links to all of the crossword sites are in the description below, so I hope you enjoyed watching that solve. Like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.